Monday, brought to you by The Weekend. Welcome back, everybody. Glad you made it. It's another So production. We're doing it, ladies and gents, kicking butt, taking name. It's, what day is today? Monday, May 10th, 2021. Here we are, pow, kicking butt, taking names or something, dude. Trying to make sense of the world, trying to make sense of our own lives, trying to make it work, dude. Underlying theme of this week is making it work. Feel me? Making it work. And yeah, making it work with what you got, improvising, adding, taking things out, trying different things out. No specific agenda in this place, dude. None of that around here. We just experiment, see what, what works, what doesn't work, learn, move on. You know what works? Black coffee works. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of cream sometimes, but sometimes just black coffee, dude. That's how it is. Those are some, I don't know where the beans come from. I honestly, it's just like the coffee that I consume right now at home. It's just, it's Nescafe. It's not even real coffee, dude. I don't know what it is. It's just, powder, beans that have been grinded, and it's just like put in a little jar, and I like it. It really tastes like coffee. It smells like coffee. Gets the job done, but I don't know if it's like, how much of it is like coffee, dude. But whatever, it's all good. It gets the job done, and I'm happy with it. It's fine. It is what it is. It's fine, dude. Monday. Here we are, doing it again. Hope you guys are all well. Hope you guys are all safe and sound wherever you are. Where are you guys, dude? Where are you? I know I'm here. I'm in Toronto, Ontario. I'm on the internets. I'm on the Instagrams, on the YouTubes, and the Patreons. But where are you? Waiting on you. Yeah, you. No, not you. No, all right, you two. All right, come on in. You two. It's all good, dude. It's all good. There's plenty of room for everybody. Come on in. Come on in. And that's what that is. Making it work, dude. Making it work. I remember, a lot of people doubted me when I said I'll make it work. They weren't even like, weren't even giving me a chance. I was like, what are you trying to make work? Like, what's your purpose? What's your cause? I'm like, dude, it's humanity. It's just peepsies. I like peepsies, and I like making people laugh, and I like making people smile. They're like, what's your cause? You gotta have a cause. I'm like, it's just, I want to be helpful. I want to be of service, and I want to have a good time. Because that's what that is, man. Life is short. You gotta have a good time. Can't not have a good time. I can't not have a good time. I can't help it. I just have a good time. And that's what that is. Had a great weekend. Spent some time with my lady. At one point, I was heading back home and was visiting her at her place, and I was trying to get onto the subway and find my way back home, dude. And, I got my headphones on because I like to listen to music. But my headphones are old school. They got, like, wires on them because that's my, I don't like the ones that don't have the wires, or, like, mine, like, go right around the ear and, like, hook. You cannot take that off my ear. You really got to try. So I like it, but it comes with, wires and what have you. So it was really tangled up, and I was having a difficult time untangling the wires, dude. Took me like a good, I don't know how long, maybe 3-4 hours to untangle the wires, but it's all right, man. That's what it's all good. It's all good. A little bit of, just gets in there sometimes, but that's aside the point. Point was that I was having a good time, and I encourage you guys to have a good time as well. Whatever you're using, whether it's wireless headphones or, wire full headphones. Who knows? Enjoy life. Man, oh man. What do I want to talk to you guys about today? Nothing specific, as per usual. I mean, been trying to, I'm very happy with I'll tell you this, dude. I've been working out consistently. It's been so long now that I do, at least 6 days a week. The other day I just spiced it up. I hadn't worked on my traps a little bit, dude. Did some trapping, did some hardcore trapping on the weekend, dude. Set some traps, get some traps. Did some traps, dude. Listen to some trap music, doing some trap work. Not the old school trapping where you get an animal in a cage, that's different. I'm just talking about working out with what you got, making it work. And you're like, where do you work? Do you go out to the gym? Where do you go? Nah, dude, I haven't been to a gym in ages. Everything happens in here. And like out here too, but mostly in here and then out there. What I've been doing is just I've been doing a lot of calisthenics and like I got these stretchy bands, dude. You need stretchy bands and they're great because I can take these bad boys and bad gals anywhere. You need I got 3. I tied them all together. It's like a long stretchy band and I'll wrap it around, do this, do that. All sorts of movements to get the body going. And sometimes I'll use, dude, you don't even need much, dog. You want to work out, you don't even need much. Like right now, I'll use half a broom and 3 elastic bands. You don't even need a full broom, dog. You don't even need a full broom. Half a broom, or like get a stick. Tie the bands together, stick that, do some bicep curls, tricep pumps. Did that, and I worked on my traps, dude, and my lats and my abs and everything, working everything. It felt good. It feels good. It's spring. It's summer. Weather here in Toronto's been kind of acting kooky, dude. It's 7-8 degrees. It's like raining every other. It's May. It still feels like fall, dude. Not gonna lie, Mother Nature. Like, come on. Let's go, dude. Let's get some double digits in there. Let's work with some like 17, some 12, some like 21, whatever. Like let's get it hot in there. Let's crank up the heat a little bit. Jesus. But we're making the best with what we got. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. It's okay. Don't stress. You don't need to stress. Who's stressing? All right, maybe we all are a little bit. It's okay. But it's all good because everything's under control. Everything's under control. Right? Or something, dude. Just reading different stuff and finish the book. Not gonna, like that's the thing. I don't know. For me to recommend a book, I'll give you the gist of it. I'm not gonna recommend the book. Some things are out there for you to discover on your own. There's a little bit of digging and research that everybody should do on their own time, dude. That's how what's the point of me telling you about a book if you're not interested? Like, why are you telling me about this book? Why don't you tell me about the other book? I'm not into that stuff, but it's all right. I'll give you the gist. I'll give you the message of it, dude. I'll give you the message, and you can find similar books. And it's kind of nice to stumble upon little bits of knowledge and wisdom, if you will, on your own time, if you like. If that's your jam, do it. And if not, hey, that's all good. But the message was like reoccurring, but man, it kind of blew my mind, man. It's very nice, actually. It talks about like how we all got like we're all bodies, entities, yes, but we do have. Like it talks about the soul, it talks about the collective consciousness, it talks about the eternal being that is ever present in all of us, which was nice. Yeah, because it's so easy to get caught up in your little world and like, the hustle and bustle of things and just be like, well, it's just me doing my thing. I gotta go from this building to that building, climb that tower, get a bag, put that bag on another table, meet another person, get a briefcase, get a suitcase, get a couple of colleagues. Whatever it is, that's, whatever your life is. I don't know what your lifestyle's like, dude. I don't know what it is that you're into, that you're doing, but it is nice to know that we are all part of a collective. Yeah, absolutely. We do need more messages of that. And it's one of those books that I gotta go back and like reread. So I'll go ahead and do that. And if, down the line, if I feel like it's suitable for me to share the name of the book, I'll share it. And if not, hey man, because it's already on the internet, so maybe I should just share it. Maybe not. I'll have to think it over. Still not comfortable with it. Like, it's, something about knowledge and words having meaning, and it does, let's just put it this way, you don't want certain things to fall into the wrong hands, and you're like, what are you talking about? Easy there, Harry Potter, okay? You're just talking about a book here. Sometimes it is just a book, sometimes they are just words, and sometimes they're more than that. I don't know, man. I hope that resonates. But anyways, to each their own. Like, that's the thing. I think you'll find the knowledge and wisdom that you were looking out for, and you'll find whatever that suits you. You know, because what works for me doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for another person, and vice versa. You feel me? So that's what it is, man. But it is nice to know that we are all, yeah, eternal in a sense. And I really do believe that we do. I do feel like I have a body, I have a mind, I have a spirit. But there is something inside me that, like, I really do feel connected to nature and everybody else out there too. It's like, man, depending on how you look at it, it's like we're one giant ass family, very diverse too, which is beautiful, dude. Like 7-8 Billy, cool beans, dog, cool beans. And on the weekend, I'm just like listening, trying to listen to people, trying to listen to my inner voice, trying to hear your concerns. And I heard some of your concerns. It's the same concerns that we've kind of been talking about for the past little while, dude. But it's like, man, can somebody like get it together? I'm like, Vic, can we have somebody, can we get an expert? Do you know anyone that can fix this, whatever this is? And it's already kind of fixed, and it already is being fixed. But that's the thing. That's what I realized. I'm like, nah, man, that's not gonna work. We can't put all our hopes and dreams and desires of what it means to have a peaceful and balanced life just on one person, dude. It's silly. It's silly willy. So I have some suggestions. Suggestion time. Oh, you want to hear it now? All right, okay. All right, okay. All right. Well, it's just, you gotta open up your eye a little bit. You gotta open up your imagination box. You gotta be willing to take risks. You gotta be willing to try things. And you gotta stop having so much fear. It's the fear, really, that's holding us back. You know, because it's like, okay, I've heard you guys talking, and you're like, man, how do we get rid of, for example, national student debt? How do we get rid of national student debt? Man, oh man, how do we, there's so many ways, that's what I'm saying, there are so many ways to get rid of national student debt. But I heard that specific question because you guys put it out there and I heard it. Then again, it got me to like think about larger societal debt, all the cumulative global debt. How much debt do we have, dude? How much debt do we have? It's unbelievable how much debt we've got. And I believe the national student debt in the US is sitting around 1.7 trillion. That is 1 and 7 and 11 zeros, bro. You hear me? Yeah. So that's a lot of zeros. And peepsies are under stress, and same sitch here in Canada. You know, student loans are one of the only loans that you can't really get out of. Even if you're in dire economical circumstances, even if you declare bankruptcy, you still have to somehow pay that bad boy up. They're like, nah, we want our monies back. And that's cool, nothing should be free, but that's the thing. Where do we want to, like, you know, let's do the reset, dog. Let's reset. This is the thing. I don't think there is, I'm always for, you know, ethical capitalism, dude, but that's the thing. We need to kind of level out the playing field in order to be able to achieve ethical capitalism. You know, unethical capitalism had its perks. We had a lot of fun, got a lot of nice shoes, got a lot of nice cars, got a lot of nice phones, made with like delicate little hands, which, you know, it's just great. If you want to have something made, you want little hands working on them, right? So that was great. So, you know, but that's the thing. We can maybe just accommodate each other a little bit and compromise, you know? Maybe we can compromise. And you're like, you still haven't told us how we're going to get rid of the debt. I've told you many times, dude, press a reset button. Get rid of everybody's debts. Get rid of everybody's debts, because it's always just like, man, well, how do you want to pay off the student loans? It's like, well, who do we owe the student loans to? It's like, well, it's a national. It must be government. Must be government. And we're like, well, who's the government? And it's just like, oh, it's just like random folks that we've elected because we thought they'd have our best interest at our heart when they're making decisions. For the most part, sometimes they do. Sometimes there are people who go, on power trips and they be tripping, dude. They be tripping and they forget and they lose sight of reality. They get cooped up in their own little bubbles and they accumulate wealth and they get further and further away from society and what it means to be a person, and they forget. And then they start dictating stuff to protect themselves from the masses. Why don't we get rid of all that, dude? Why don't we get rid of that? Why don't we come up with a better system of sharing our resources, essentially? I've talked about this before. I'm not even going to mention names anymore, but why is it that one person, should we not have a cap on how much land one person can use or own? And it's not even about use. I wish it was use. It's like sometimes, man, it's like, okay, how many houses does one person need? How much surplus do you need? And it's like, whoa, 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 what are you talking about? Is that some like communist socialism talk? No, dude, no. All I'm saying is we can have balance. You can still have a lot. It doesn't mean that we're going to take away anything from you. It just means other people will get a chance to play as well. I was reading an article the other day and it was just like, it just resonates with what's going on in reality in major cities across the globe. Here in Toronto, Vancouver, other places that I read and I've had the chance to visit, I've seen it and it's happened, dude. The global economy is just riding this wave of, speculation, hype men business, con men, con women business, just hyping up speculation, like let's buy this pre-built condo and double, triple your money in 5 to 10 years. Buy that land over there, the one all the way out in the outskirts, and it'll just pop in 5 to 10 years. And it just we keep repeating this popping mechanism, and everything's just being bought and sold by the multimillionaires and billionaires. Meanwhile, the majority of people, 99.9% of people, are struggling to, pay their rents, get their foot in the housing market in a sense. And it's like, why do we have a world of haves and have-nots, dude? And it's just, for the most part, it's just unequal distribution of resources. That's all there is to it. We've hyperinflated prices, and I don't know what the solution is, but something's got to give, right? Something's got to give. Right now, the article that I was reading was talking about how the average millennial, which is pretty much everybody, and you'd have to had saved up $200,000 20 years before your birthday or something. It's just a ridiculous number. You know what I'm saying? It was talking about how incredibly out of reach this notion of being able to get your foot in the housing market has become for a lot of people. And I look at myself, dude, I've been renting for 6 years now, and I've spent well over 100 G's on rent. And had I had the little opportunity to get myself into the housing market, I would have definitely done so, but it's not come my way yet. And I know a lot of people, and it's why don't we make better programs to assist people somehow? Maybe I don't know what it is. It could be done. It could be easily done. It's just I don't even know who's little step by step, dude. Step by step. I don't think we need to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Always save the water, because you can always make more babies, dude. It's water that's scarce, right? But I just keep hearing it, and I'm like, man, it's not that difficult. All we need to do, and this has been done before, globally, when inflation's got out of hand. There was periods in history where we did press that reset button, and it's man, as soon as you do that, you'll enable more people to, allocate their resources and time and energy to better things instead of always and this way nobody wins. Where we can create a situation where everybody's winning, dude, for the most part. And this is not utopia. We're never going to reach utopia. That's insanity, dude. But I'm just saying, we could, if we examine the numbers and the digits and the way we're, using our resources, we could definitely make sure that everybody has a roof over their head. You know, that everybody has access to clean water, food, education, healthcare, all these things. It could be achieved. It's just a matter of, yeah, I believe the top 1% in the United States owns like 33% of the wealth. Google these numbers. It's just, you know what I'm talking about, guys. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how the billionaires and multi-millionaires have just like, it's so easy because once you have a couple of milli or a little bit of chunk of money, it's easy to like make money. But once you're just, if you're stuck in a month-to-month basis, there is no way you're gonna get out of it. There is no way unless we systemically improve our situations and open up our eyes. It's just like, I'm not saying anything should be free. I'm just saying we should be redistributing the wealth, redistributing resources. It's not fair that one person owns so much land, or especially, and like the thing with like foreign investors too, gosh, because we wanted that easy money, right? We said yes to everybody. Places like Canada, places like the US, places like the United Kingdom, right? We said yes to everybody. Just give us your cash. We don't care what type of person you are. We don't care what you bring to our society. We just want your money. Come dump it in. Buy this property. Build this development. Do this, do that. And then, never actually participate in the locality. Never actually be part of the town or a community. You just come dump your money, and it's all right. You can have multiple passports. That's cool. That's fine. And you can just hop around from, city to city, just lounging, cruising. And that was the life that we led for the past few decades at least. You know what I'm talking about, Low key, maybe high key, despite the fact that, Schmovid has definitely had its negatives, dude. It's easy to like focus on the negative, but if I gotta say, I'm kind of happy because it gives us the opportunity, and again, I'm trying to find the silver lining here. It's given us the opportunity to create new beginnings. And we don't need to, we can work with what we've got. We can work with what we've got and make it work. And we've got a lot to work with. That's the beauty of it. It's just like, do you want to be sharing and caring or not? Do you want to just be, all Scrooge McDuck about it? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just like, it's super easy. It could be done, and I believe we are taking steps. But that's the thing. I just keep listening. I hear people. People are tired of this rat race. People are tired of this dog-eat-dog world. People are burnt out. In every field that I got friends and acquaintances, I talk to people, I listen, man. Everybody, for the most part, is feeling that burn somehow, one way or another. Everybody's been feeling burnt out. That's why a lot of people sometimes, they're like, man, I don't need to be spending so much in order to be happy. I can make a little bit doing whatever I like and still, get to do a lot of fun things. Excuse me. And that's what it is, man. Life is beautiful, but sometimes it's just we play this silly game of Monopoly, but like in real life, and it's so silly. And then we're always like, oh, what if I gotta have more? And the more you have, it's just like this sick fear of like running out. You have ample, but you want so much more, and it's like you don't even have access to whatever is in that bank account, or you don't even have access to all the land all at the same time. But it's just the notion. It's this little part of your brain, some people out there, that's just like, oh no, I gotta be a ruler. Measurements, centimeters or inches? No. I gotta be, top dog. I gotta be alpha this, alpha that. They gotta know who's in charge here. Somebody's gotta be in charge. They gotta know who's in charge. And that's why I just don't feel like, I think moving forward in the future, in the near future, maybe we could have two presidents, or a set of presidents, or prime ministers. Why do we put our hopes in the hands of one person? They're always going to be leaning a little bit this way and that way. Why don't we have two presidents, or like three presidents, or whatever? Why don't we make sure more voices get heard? And I think just having one representative, whether it's a king or a queen or a prime minister or a president, having just one person makes the job hella difficult. if we were to just take the, you know, binary format that we've got, like liberal, conservative, those are the main two, and then you got all these little parties here, independents, green, this, that, and the other, but those guys don't make enough noise. Make noise. Why don't we get the best representatives from each party and then get them in a group, a committee, a senate of sorts, have them help people, have them actually make decisions that better people, that make life easier for people. That's what their job should be, right? Imagine you had the best candidate from like the liberals, and then you had the best candidate from the conservatives, and then you had the best candidate from the Green Party, and then you had the best independent dude, lady. And then these guys got together and they were your prezzies, or like, and that too got shuffled every 4 years or whatever. Like, that's the thing. We can't have people clinging on, man. Have you seen, go on the internet, do a little bit of research, just look at the different rulers that have been, you know, measuring for so long. Got people ruling countries and nations for like 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Like, gee, let it go, man. What the, you know? And then they get their little, you know, lobbyists, private interest groups, their little buddies, little family member here, little cousin there, little brother there, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, third cousin removed, and then they're just like stuffing each other's pockets. They go around. So it can be done. It can be done. I'm just saying we can talk about it. We can actually make adjustments, and we can make do with what we've got. We don't always need to necessarily be like looking for more, because that's the thing. Is like, well, how do we fix the money problem? We need more money. It's like, no, the issue is money. Inherently, it's not set up correctly. At least it's flawed. That's the problem. You're not gonna solve a fire by more fire, dude. You're not gonna, you know. It's like, well, how do we fix this economical problem? We need more money. Where are we gonna get the money? Depends who you are. If you're a multi-billionaire, or if you're like a big business, if you're like, you know, let's say for example like an airline. If you're an airline, sure, we got plenty of money for you. We'll bail you out, no problemo. But if you're a student, or if you're a single mom, or if you're a single dad out there, no, you gotta go there and grind. You're not working hard enough. 45 hours? You're not working hard enough, dude. If you're only working 75, well, and then you want to be a chump and only work 75, there's that guy. He'll work 100 hours. So it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? A lot of potential, a lot of room for growth and improvement, and that's the thing. The upside, the bright side of Schmovit is that we got to actually look and make adjustments as necessary. We can't just do the same thing. You know what I'm talking about? Let's change a few things. Actually, like fundamentally, like change a few things. Foreign investors, it shouldn't be so easy for you to get in, and don't put that little tiny tax, the foreign investor tax, where all these, again, multimillionaires and billionaires, and for the most part, sketchy peeps, dude, that need to get away from their country, launder money. Oh my god, like Canada, it's a huge hotspot, and I know a lot of other places too. You know, the UK, the United States, will have people coming in from sketch locations with sketch money, and then we see the, again, 11 or 12 zeros behind it. We're like, I don't really care where you got it from. It's all right. Come in. We might not have anything in common, but come in. You got money. Come in. And that's what that is, dude. We can fix it. We can fix it. It's just a little bit of here, a little bit of there. It's just adjustments. Boys and girls, I'm getting the sniffles. I feel like a good sneeze is coming out. Yeah, gosh. You know when it's like right there and it's about to come, but it's not, like, just like that reset button. It's like right there. Ooh-wee. There it is. Oh, that felt good. Imagine how good that reset button's gonna feel. That's just gonna be just erased, dude. And then we'll be like, hey man, why don't we have one universal currency. And then like, oh, are you talking about the Illuminati's plan for a one world government? I'm like, no, no. Why does it have to be so black and white? We can just play in the gray area. It doesn't have to be like that. But let's get it on, let's get something that everybody agrees upon, or like the majority of people. It's just, you can't have like, it's just like, we're still trying to write it out. We're still trying to squeeze in as much Ponzi schemes and as much con men and hype women sort of businesses. We still want to do it, and it's all moved online. All right, NFT this, crypto that. And it's like, oh, who's getting the first dibs? Who's getting the first inside information? And they're so volatile, up and down and up and down. And if you want to be glued to if you want to be a slave to your device, go ahead and invest in a little bit of that crypto, dude. Check on it 24/7. Have a heart attack at 37. I don't know. To each their own. Or we could just, why don't we have creative ideas that actually help everybody? Why is it always just like this little sneaky little like, and nobody understands it, but there's always that FOMO, right? And everybody's just talking about it, and like, you hear a couple of smart words, you don't want to feel like the dum-dum left out, so you like hop on the train, and all of a sudden you start blabbering about it, and it just creates and perpetuates more. And again, and what does it build on? What does it represent? Where's the actual value? Nowhere. Smoke, mirrors. It's a whole smoke show. It's a whole smoke show. Get rid of everybody's debt. Come up with one global currency, because it just doesn't make sense. End Schmovit, because that also doesn't make sense at this point anymore. Got the vaccines. Got that herd immunity going. Open up businesses. Send the kids back to school. God, man, it must be so difficult for the kids not to be in school right now. And I feel for you. And not to say, here's the thing, like looking back, I was in the, if I had the option of doing some alternative days from home, sweet. Let's again, make the best of it, right? If somebody wants to do that, do it. It's just nice to have options. But also there is this like socializing aspect where people actually need to hang out with people their own age, especially when they're young, right? You need a couple of kids just playing with each other so that they, learn to be normal. That's what that is. Man. You know what I used to love to do, you guys? And I'll still do it today. And I was just thinking about this serious topic. It's on everybody's mind. It's like, what do we do with the plastic straws? You snap them in half, dude. Back in the day, and I'll still do it right now. If I ever got a plastic straw at the end of the drink, I would take it out and I would wrap it around. Flick and Pop, dude. Flick and Pop. It's the name of my band in high school. Jokes. It will make a sweet porn star name, though. Flick and Pop. I will conduct lessons throughout the week if you want to know how to pop them. Straws in half. It's not easy. Not everybody can do it on the first try, but this is, we got a system. We got a system. You can sign up and come in and attend classes, and we'll do it together. And then once you get going, you can just, pop those bad boys in half yourself. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, thank you for all your love and support. I love you very much. We're going to be seeing each other again back here on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. If you like these videos, go ahead and hit like on Instagram, follow me on YouTube. Go ahead and support your boy on Patreon, dude. Do it. What are you waiting for? I'll wait right here. You go on Patreon. Check out the 3-tier system. Don't close the tab. Grab your mom. Grab your dad. Call your auntie. Call your grandpa. Be like, yo, hop on board. Hit like, subscribe. Do all those things that make you feel good, okay? Do all those things. Or not. If you just want to view these videos and just talk about it, do that too. Whatever fits your schedule and works best for you. We're in it to win it for the long haul. I need some tissues, dude. That's what it is. I need some tissues. I'll talk to y'all very soon. Stay safe out there. Keep doing good things. Keep doing good things, and we'll see each other very soon. Stay safe out there. I'll be back here on Wednesday. Peace out, everybody.